Talk to me about, like, what's one of the wildest calls you've gotten?
Oh, man, you know, growing up, first of all, my dad had some wild calls, I will say. My dad was one of the first people licensed in the state of Georgia to do the work that we do, as far as a NWCO, which is what my title is from the state. We're licensed through the state, the DNR, and it's Nuisance Wildlife Control Operator. Is the name.
Right.
One in particular, though, as far as something that's happened to me, we had a skunk one time.
Oh, man. I got chased by a skunk before. I didn't realize they were big until I was, like, up on it. I was out in Pennsylvania, but I'm going to let you get to your story.
Oh, yeah, man. So we had the striped skunk, which is a bigger skunk, first of all, and that's probably the one you came across. Like the Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew,
yeah.
Very aggressive fella.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Multiple reasons. But, but the one we came across was actually called an Eastern Spotted Skunk. There's also a Western Spotted Skunk, but this one hitched a ride on a semi-truck from Texas to Georgia.
Wow.
And so what ended up happening, I was supposed to, like, go out of town right before this happened and get a call. Actually, the police department, I think maybe it was Tallapoosa, Harris County, called me at probably, I want to say 1 o'clock at night. And, you know, I'm halfway asleep, answer the phone, like, hey, this lady has a skunk in her semi-truck. Like, what?
What? Right.
What? You know,
Say it again. Right.
So I go out there, and it was during COVID times, so it was a very interesting situation because, you know, we're all trying to be safe and keep our distance. And she's in the cab. She's got a big pit bull in the cab. So she was like, I know there's a skunk in here. I could smell it, and I saw it for a split second. She just got over the state lines, had stopped at the gas station, filling up her semi, about to get back on the road. She still had to go she went from Texas to Georgia. She still had to go somewhere, I think, a good 12 hours away.
Wow, okay.
So she had a good ride. And so I'm like, all right, let's check it out. So I started getting in there, open up the compartments, trying to look for the skunk, finally find them. And it was an Eastern Spotted Skunk.
Okay.
And so Eastern Spotted Skunks, they're smaller than the striped skunk.
Yeah.
And they actually will do a handstand when they spray. It's the craziest thing, man.
So he's really aiming to do some damage.
Yeah, whenever they spray you, they are aiming.
Wow.
They got their butt in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, just like a cocked and loaded gun.
That's crazy.
And so I see them, and because of whatever situation, she couldn't let her dog outside. So she's in the cab with me.
Yeah.
And her dog.
Oh, wow.
And me, and the skunk.
And the skunk. So, now it's a standoff.
Yes. So now we're in a standoff. The cab's loaded. I go to grab the skunk, and that guy just sprays me.
Oh, man.
He probably hit me about 3 times inside the cab. Got right in my face, and ended up having to capture him. Got him in the crate. Got him outside. And that poor lady, man, I felt so bad for her because she still had to make that 12-hour trip. Oh, man, and that cab was just
rank.
I mean, it was rocked. Wow. I mean, he did a number on that cab, but the whole situation was pretty interesting because we couldn't re-release him.
Yeah, it's not native
because he wasn't native.
Now it's an invasive species.
Exactly. Right. And because of the federal rules, we couldn't release them because don't know if there's diseases, there's all sorts of different reasons. So we're pretty much given an ultimatum by the DNR and said, hey, we either have to euthanize this animal or he has to go in for educational purpose somewhere.
Yeah.
So luckily we were able to contact Bear Hollow Zoo out of Athens, Georgia.
Yeah.
And they were able to take him.
Oh, man, that's cool. That's awesome.
So we were able to go, and we had to descent him.
Yeah, you got to take the butt glands out.
Yep, in order to travel with him.
Yeah.
So that's what we ended up doing. We got him desented, loaded him up, took him out there, and he's still out there today.
Wow, that's cool, man.
Yep.
So little Pepe Le Pew got a new home. That's cool.
And his name's Walker.
Walker.
Yeah, they named that because Walker, Texas Skunk.
Yeah, because of the standoff.
I mean, I got to admit, he probably won. Because I stunk. I mean, I drove all the way, I think, drove all the way to New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
And I came back, and this was like a week or 2 later, and man, my truck still smelled.
Wow.
I mean, the whole back of it, the inside, my clothes I wore before. So it's really hard to get that smell off once they hit you.
Yeah.